was muted. That doesn't make things easy. Welcome to the Code of Call of today, August 6th. Let's start with Shutter.
Hi. On our end, we are still working on the validator registration, improved user experience and flow, and it should be finalized this week. We're also
Sorry, were you saying something?
And we are also working on testing the next role in Shadow release or next Keeper release that we mentioned previously, and that will include improved metrics and backend fixes.
All right, thank you. On the testing side?
Hi. Last week we have a really good progress regarding is test. So we have fixed Gnosis plugin, and now we are able to generate any ist fixtures for Gnosis and execute against guess. So next steps will be to generate all the fixtures, set up it on CI, and run the test from CI.
Did you say execute them against Geth or Nethermind?
Against guess. For Nethermind, we have some issues with change spec. Anders from our side fixing it, but yeah, at the moment we can run is test only against guess.
All right. Is there any work being done for this to work with Aragon, Nethermind, and Wrath?
For other clients except Nethermind, I have discussed it with Chetna, and yeah, he will start to set up a new JQ mappers for other clients, as I understand.
Hi, sorry, just a quick question. Where are these tests run right now? Is it
right now? It run only locally, yeah, and we will set up CI, I think, this or next week.
okay? Cool. Is there anything that we should do for Aragon from our side to help run these, or do you expect us to? What I'm trying to figure out is, do you expect us to set them up in our CI when your work is ready? Because, for example, we already run high VST for Ethereum in our CI, so potentially we could also run like these Gnosis tests as well that you're working on, or is your plan to run them somewhere yourself for all clients?
I think we can run it from our Hive CI infrastructure, but the main issue right now is that for the less clients except guests, we get different Genesis hash. This is because Vlonach chain spec Genesis base configuration. We have fixed it for gas, but for other clients, we will need to do the same. So after fixing it, we can start to run test against other clients.
Okay, cool, awesome, thank you. Yeah, let us know if you need any help.
Okay.
With Aragon, yeah.
All right. Updates for clients, Dynamite?
So we're working on the 1.33 release, which contains some performance improvements, and also hopefully the Nethermind UI, which I'm told by Ben has some custom kind of Gnosis branding for Gnosis chains, which is pretty cool. So hopefully, we're aiming to get that out by the end of this week, but we're kind of working on it through a couple of issues. So it might be more like the end of next week. Oh yeah, and also one thing we wanted to raise is the kind of potential of dropping historical data, maybe like pre-merge data, because we've changed our defaults on mainnet to do this. I just wanted your opinion on kind of when we should do this on Gnosis as well.
Yeah, so I think it would be best to wait for a bit, simply because Reth is like Deb is fairly close to having Reth be able to sync pre-merge history, and I would like to just like have a network that can enable this just for testing at the beginning. But then for the next release, I expect that we can just get rid of it. We're also still testing error file imports with Reth, the ones that are being exported by Nethermind, just to make sure that we have, you know, integrity and everything, that we have all the data. Because once we start dropping it, it could become a bit complicated to find it again if something is missing or whatever. So yeah, I would prefer to wait for a bit.
Okay, cool, that makes sense. I mean, this is just kind of like a config change anyway, so we can put it in and a release on like quite short notice when we're ready for it.
Well, actually, now that I think about it, I think Rest is actually never going to actually sync from the peer-to-peer network, just from error files. So I guess it might be fine. Aragon doesn't need it anyways, and get things with SnapSync. Maybe we should actually drop it for 133. Does anyone have an opinion on this?
I just feel like it might be relatively safe. Of course, maybe we should think for a little bit more longer, but includable on 133 for sure. And we have archive nodes which will still serve that data regardless, right?
Right. Okay, I guess let's start dropping it then. Yeah, sounds safe enough.
Cool, sounds good. Yeah, as I said, it's a small change, so should be able to put it in the next release.
Perfect. Aragon?
No specific updates. We are planning to release 3.1 release candidate next week. And that will include Shutter.
Nice. Awesome. Guillaume couldn't join, but he sent me an update. 1 second. So Geth has published a release for Fusaka changes, and Guillaume will release next week. And Deb is not present, so I don't think there's much in terms of news on that side. How's the DevNet looking for Fusaka?
Hello guys. Well, basically we upgraded the DevNet 2 to DevNet 3. It's running smoothly right now with Nethermind, Lodestar, Lighthouse, and Teku. We already run the Nimbus image for Fusaka DevNet 3, but we are still facing some issues with it. The next thing that I will try is to see if in this DevNet 3 is Aragon generating the right hash. the right Genesis hash, or if we are still facing the same issues that we faced in the last DevNet. And I have one question. Will this release with Fusaka changes on Geth will allow us to run them on the DevNet, or we need to do some custom image or something like that?
I have no clue, honestly.
Okay.
Next week when Guillaume
I will,
joins.
I will reach out Guillaume and see what he suggests, so we can add Geth as well. Because to my knowledge, we still can add Red, right?
To Wrath, you said?
Yeah, I think that Devjit said last week that we still need some updates on Red in order to run on Fusaka. So we will not be able to test it for now on DevNet.
Yeah, possible. I will add these as comments for next week so that you don't forget. But I'm not sure actually.
All right, sounds good to me. I will share the endpoints of the network and so on later on the channel, so anyone can check it out and do any kind of testing. And we have started some conversations already around running ESTs against the DevNet tree. That's still a work in progress, but soon we will be able to do it.
Awesome. Sounds good. Anything else? Nine, I'm not sure if you had comments on the testing side.
No, it's already covered by what they said. We're looking into the state root mismatch with Shina now.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you. All right. I guess that's it. If there's no other questions or comments. So thanks for joining and see you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a
Thank
nice
you, bye.
day. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.